friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I bring you the second part of this video series, the Royal Jewels. Let's begin. Number 1. Thelow's Crow Tiara by Cartier. Worn by Kate Middleton, Duchess of Cambridge. Acquired in 1936.
136.
Estimated value $1.6 million. With 149 baguette-cut diamonds, the Hallows Cross Tiara is among one of the finest in the entire Windsor collection. Kate Middleton was loaned the headdress for her wedding in 2011, but Cartier had originally made it for the Queen Mother in 1936.
136.
Her husband, King George VI, wanted her to have something special. The Queen Mother gave it to her daughter Elizabeth in 1944, before the Queen lent it to her grandson's new bride for her special day. Experts say it's probably worth $1.06 million. Number 2. Wedding Tiara of the Countess of Wessex, worn by Sophie Rhys-Jones, purchased in 1999, worth an estimated $1 million. With so much focus on Charles III and his children, it is easy to forget that Queen Elizabeth had other children. Sophie Rhys-Jones married Prince Edward in 1999.
199.
Not only did Sophie marry into the Windsor family, but she also inherited an incredible tiara made especially for her special day. There is little information about the tiara itself, but we know that it most likely came from diamonds in the Queen's personal collection. Its value of $1 million makes it an incredible honor, and one that neither Kate Middleton nor Meghan Markle had the pleasure of receiving. Sophie doesn't wear it on her Walmart visits, so she misses BCB. Number 3. Bleeding Heart Earrings, worn by Lady Amelia Windsor, purchased in 2019. Estimated value $285. Not all pieces of jewelry owned by the Windsor family have to be outrageously expensive, although most are. Model and influencer Lady Amelia Windsor, daughter of the Queen's first cousin, collaborated with designers Tara and Toy in 2019 to create the Bleeding Heart earrings. Inspired by Romeo and Juliet, the earrings are made of vermeil silver plated in 18-karat gold over sterling silver, finished with rubies or rosewood, rose quartz and white topaz. They may not be platinum or diamonds, but they're still $285 a pair. Number 4. Tiara Anzarina, worn by Queen Letizia. Acquired in 2015. Estimated value $56,500. It was a gift from King Philip for his 5th wedding anniversary, and we can only assume that the Queen was delighted, as she radiated elegance and beauty wearing it. This is the Anzarina tiara, made with 450 diamonds and 10 Australian pearls. Purchased at the Royal House's jewelry store, it is not surprising that its price is also royal. No less than €50,000, the equivalent of about $56,500. The occasion chosen to wear such a piece of jewelry was the birthday of Queen Margaret of Denmark. Number 5. Princess Diana's emerald-cut aquamarine ring, worn by Meghan Markle, purchased in 1996. Estimated value $75,000. Princess Diana certainly didn't need to up her shine, but a little shine never hurt anyone, especially after a brutal breakup. After the princess separated from now King Charles III in the mid-90s, she commissioned a jeweler to make a stunning emerald-cut aquamarine ring. Set in dazzling yet delicate 24-karat yellow gold, the pale blue stone was seen on Diana's finger several times. It most recently appeared on the hands of Meghan Markle, who wore it to the reception after marrying Prince Harry in 2018. The elegant piece is believed to be worth around $75,000 today. Number 6. Burmese ruby engagement ring, worn by Sarah Ferguson. Acquired in 1986. Estimated value $78,000.
$8,000.
Instead of asking his mother to borrow some family heirloom, Prince Andrew decided that his fiancée Sarah Ferguson deserved a specially made ring. Following in his brother Charles's footsteps in breaking tradition, Andrew purchased a spectacular Burmese ruby ring set with 10 diamonds on a fine yellow gold band. When he popped the big question in 1986, Andrew paid around $33,000 for the stone. That's equivalent to about $78,000 today, making it a very expensive piece of jewelry that Sarah was lucky to have, even if they split up a decade later. Number 7. Marie Antoinette's necklace, acquired in the year 1700. Estimated value between $200,000 and $300,000. Marie Antoinette remains an interesting figure in history more than 200 years after her untimely death in 1793.
193.
The French queen and wife of Louis XVI was well known for her love of luxury items, including her jewelry. However, what happened to most of them is relatively unknown. Only a few pieces remain, including this pearl and diamond necklace that was auctioned at Sotheby's in 2018. Featuring 331 incredible natural pearls and a diamond brooch, this piece is the perfect embodiment of Marie Antoinette's lifestyle before the French Revolution. Number 8. Queen Mary's fringed tiara, worn by Princess Anna in 1919. Estimated value $5 million. Queen Mary's fringed tiara has such a wonderful and rich history that it is not difficult to see why it was once valued at $5 million. The stunning diamond piece was actually a necklace that Queen Victoria gave to Queen Mary in 1919. Maria eventually modified it into a tiara. While Princess Anne has worn the elaborate headdress made of gold, silver and diamonds most frequently, Queen Elizabeth II wore it on her wedding day to Prince Philip. The tiara derailed on the morning of the wedding, causing the Queen Mother to calmly say, "We have 2 hours and there are other tiaras." Number 9. Maple leaf brooch, worn by Queen Elizabeth II, acquired in 1939, estimated value $75,000. The Queen has been seen wearing the maple leaf brooch several times over the years. With its striking diamonds and finely cut edges, it is the perfect complement to any outfit. The history of the brooch is as rich as the diamonds it is made from. King George VI originally gave the accessory to his wife, Queen Elizabeth, in 1939 when they visited Canada. A decade later, Princess Elizabeth, who had not yet become queen, also wore it in the Great White North. The Queen Mother continued to own the piece until her death in 2002.
Número
10. Diamond and South Sea pearl earrings, worn by Kate Middleton, purchased in 1990. Estimated value $100,000. Princess Diana had her diamond and pearl earrings among some of her most prized pieces. She wore them at several important events, starting with the coronation banquet of Emperor Akito and Empress Michiko of Japan in 1990. In the 7 years before her death, Diana wore them many times, including to her last official engagement in 1997. Kate Middleton inherited them when she married Prince William, but she hasn't worn them as much. Kate paired them with her white dress for the 2019 BAFTAs, so at least they're coming in handy. Number 11. Cullinan brooch 3 and 4, worn by Queen Elizabeth II, acquired in 1907.
107.
Estimated value $1.5 million. The Cullinan 3 and 4 brooch is one of the most expensive pieces in the Windsor family, with an estimated value exceeding $1.05 million. Made from a massive 3,106 carat uncut diamond presented to King Edward VII in 1907, the brooch remains a truly precious part of the royal collection. Queen Mary continued to wear the brooch until Queen Elizabeth II inherited her grandmother's jewels in the 1950s. Understandably, Liz rarely wore the incredibly expensive jewel, but she aired it out during a state visit to the Netherlands in 1958, perhaps to stay in tune with the Dutch royal family. Number 12. Gretel Emerald Caucasnic Tiara, worn by Princess Eugenie, purchased in 1919. Estimated value between $5 to $10 million. Tiaras are to the royal family what cookies are to cream. They simply cannot be separated. The Gretel Emerald Caucasnic Tiara. It received special attention in 2018 when Princess Eugenie wore it on her wedding day. The perfect combination of diamonds and platinum creates the centerpiece setting, a massive 93.7 carat emerald. The tiara was originally bequeathed to the Queen Mother by Dame Margaret Greedle after it was designed in 1919. Surprisingly, Queen Elizabeth II rarely wore the stunning piece, but on several occasions she lent the multi-million-dollar tiara to her precious granddaughters. Number 13. Cartier Diamond Earrings from the Reflection Collection, worn by Meghan Markle, purchased in 2018. Estimated value $68,000. Not all the jewelry worn by the women of the House of Windsor is a century old. In some cases, modern is just as pretty and just as expensive. When Meghan changed after her wedding ceremony in 2018, she opted to wear a pair of Cartier earrings. The diamond and white gold set certainly wasn't cheap, even if it was new. Coming from the famous jeweler's Reflection Collection, they cost an incredible $68,000. They matched Meghan's elegant white reception dress quite well, so it's not hard to see why she chose them. Number 14. Princess Diana's 4-strand pearl choker, worn by Kate Middleton. Acquired in 1982. Estimated value $325,000. Gareth was commissioned by Queen Elizabeth II to make this incredible 4-string choker after visiting Japan in the mid-70s. The Japanese government gifted Her Majesty some incredibly fine pearls and she wanted them made into a necklace. The result was magnificent. The Queen lent it to Princess Diana when she married Charles, but understandably returned it after their separation. While the choker remained the property of the Queen, she loaned it to Kate Middleton, who wore it to the Queen's anniversary party in 2017.
17.
Number 15. The York Tiara, worn by Sarah Ferguson. Acquired in 1986.
6.
Estimated value $800,000.
$2,000.
Queen Elizabeth II's wedding gifts were always special, but Sarah Ferguson got one of the best when she married Prince Andrew in 1986.
6.
The Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh wore a specially made diamond tiara worth $800,000. Surprisingly, Sarah was able to keep the tiara when she and Andrew divorced. Many thought Princess Eugenie would wear it on her wedding day, but she opted for something different from the royal collection. Still, at least Sarah has some courage if she falls on hard times. Number 16. George IV Diadem, worn by Queen Elizabeth II. Acquired in 1821.
521.
Estimated value $600,000. Some things just get better with age, including George IV's diadem. King George IV wore the piece during his coronation in 1821.
521.
It has more than 1333 diamonds embedded in a base surrounded by 2 strands of pearls. It's incredibly heavy. It was passed down from generation to generation and finally ended up on the head of Queen Elizabeth II when she was crowned. Lee dusted it off every year for the opening of Parliament, so it saw some use, even if His Majesty preferred not to use it for the other 364 days of the year. Number 17. Tiara Grand Duchess Vladimir, worn by Queen Elizabeth II. Acquired in 1921.
521.
Estimated value $470,000. The Grand Duchess Vladimir tiara did not start out as an English creation at all. In fact, it was previously owned by Grand Duchess Elena Vladimirovna, who managed to sneak the diadem out of Russia in the midst of the revolution. He then sold it to Queen Mary in 1921.
521.
Russia's loss was ultimately England's gain. Maria paid $36,000 for the honor. Adjusted for inflation, that makes it worth more than $470 today, but that's just a baseline. Its rich history probably makes it more valuable than that. Number 18. Moabit Ruby and Diamond Necklace, worn by Kate Middleton, acquired in 2011, estimated value $300,000. We don't know much about this stunning ruby and diamond necklace that appeared on Kerr's neck in 2016, but it doesn't take an expert to say that it's probably expensive. The Duchess reportedly received the necklace along with matching earrings and a bracelet for her wedding in 2011. We don't know who gave it to her, but judging by the sheer number of dazzling diamonds and rubies, the Moabit suite is likely worth more than $300,000. It matches Kate's elegance and charm perfectly, as well as being discreet and not as flashy as other royal pieces. Number 19. Cartier Diamond Bracelet from the Reflection Collection, worn by Meghan Markle. Acquired in 2018. Estimated value $155,000. There are many sweet moments from Meghan and Harry's wedding day that we could mention, but when they met at the altar and Harry held her hand, there is something that was particularly striking. Meghan's wrist was adorned with a very fine diamond bracelet that we couldn't help but notice. The bracelet was from Cartier's Reflection Collection, as were the earrings Meg later wore to her reception. Although it is simple, the diamond and white gold accessory is worth $155,000. That would pay for our first, second, third and fourth wedding. Number 20. Meander Tiara worn by Princess Anna, acquired in 1947, estimated value between $2 and $4 million. Not many of us are lucky enough to know someone who married in 1947, but the Queen and her husband exceeded expectations.
Divas.
At that time, Elizabeth received the Meander Tiara as a gift from her mother-in-law, Princess Alice of Greece and Denmark. When Princess Anne was old enough to receive it, the Queen gave it to her. Anna used it to announce her engagement to Captain Mark Phillips, before lending it to her daughter Sarah when she married in 2011. The Meander Tiara is a family heirloom in every sense of the word, worth between $2 million and $4 million. Friends, thank you very much for watching my videos. I hope you liked them. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, share with your friends on social networks. I would appreciate it if you hit the like button and activate the notification bell so that miss the next videos.